Hello and welcome back to TF1C, the Formula 1 chat. We are here with our Austria Formula 2 preview. We've already put out the Formula 3 one, so go check that out if you haven't already. If you're waiting for the Formula 1 one, then you might as well check this out while you're waiting. But yeah, Formula 2, of course, we were at Britain last weekend where Jack Doohan took his first ever win in the sprint race, and then Logan Sargeant took his first ever win in the feature race. So a weekend of firsts for both of them. Sargeant now elevates himself up to P3 in the championship. Doohan is around P10. I don't know, I have to get it up quickly. Yeah. But yeah, both drivers have very, very strong weekends.
I mean, as you said, it was a great weekend for the drivers like them. Obviously, it was a bad weekend for Nassani and Hauser. We saw how dangerous Formula 2 can be sometimes.
Well, Nassani, obviously, 3 penalty points added to his licence, so closing in, I presume, on a race ban.
Probably.
By now, obviously, Amory Cordial missed out on last round due to having a race ban.
5-place grid drop for Nassani.
Yes, indeed. So if you've got him on pole, that ain't going to happen.
Don't.
Oh, that has stunned me. Yeah. I really thought he was going to bring the pace this weekend. But nothing really happened in the championship fight. If we go to the Silverstone weekend, I mean, Pourchaire took P2, but considering Drugovich was 4th, it didn't really matter. So Pourchaire gained 7 points over the the sprint and the feature there. So still leads Drugovich by 42 points. Sargeant sits 18 points behind Pourchaire, and another very strong weekend from him could see him elevated himself much higher. I reckon he could definitely be ahead of Pourchaire and closing in on Drugovich if he were to replicate what he did last weekend. But yeah, Drugovich, P4, he should have really won the sprint, but his tyres died off. He ended up P8 in the end, so that cost him, because if not, he could have stayed ahead of Logan Sargeant, and Liam Lawson well off Drugovich. So quite the gap emerging now between the top, first, then to second, and the third and fourth are close, and then everyone from 5th to about 11th are touch tight, or even 14th.
Any of the top 4 in the championship, and Arsenal will still go back Liam Lawson to the hill.
Okay, you are an idiot. Right, here at the Red Bull Ring, you would expect Red Bull drivers to have an edge. So maybe that will bring Lawson back into the fight. But then Drugovich does just have his way of finding himself in P4.
He does.
Or P3. Just around there. But yes, let's look into quality then. P5, who have you predicted?
I've got Pourchaire.
We'll take P5 in quality. You've got Teo Pourchaire, interesting, in the ART.
I know, he's a quick driver.
Okay.
His quality's been very up and down, but a decent lap. It's not going to be set the world alight, but a decent lap.
Yeah, P5, I have my first of the 4 Red Bull juniors I've included in the top 5. I have Ewumo Iwasa. He did really well last time out and was closing in on Doohan for the sprint race win at the end. That would have been his first win. I don't think he'll take his first victory this weekend, but I do think he'll take a very solid P5 in qualifying. P4, who have you got?
I've got Felipe Drugovich, our runaway championship leader at the moment. Qualifying ahead of his rival Pourchaire, but still not on the front row. But P4 for him, I think he'll take it.
Yeah, fair enough. My P4 is Jack Doohan. I think he's going to take all the momentum from his sprint race win last time out. I think he's going to put it into a very strong lap, leaving him the only non-Red Bull driver in the top 5.
Okay, P3, I have last weekend's feature race winner, Logan Sargeant. He showed supreme pace in Silverstone, and for a rookie, he's had a fantastic season in the Carlin, obviously Williams Academy, and it's going to be another great qualifying lap from him to impress in front of the Williams team.
Yeah, fair enough. As I said, I'm going to only have Red Bull juniors from now on, and in P3, I've got Dennis Hauser. We still might have his teammate to come, who knows? But Hauser, yeah, he's done all right for a rookie. I mean, he's where in the championship now? Finds himself in P10. I mean, he's not too far off. Doohan and Sargeant is miles clear, but yeah, for a rookie to be the 3rd highest in a Prema, I mean, you'd expect more from a Prema, but it is his first year.
Yeah. And
compared to his teammate who's been here 4 years now, yeah, he's not doing bad at all.
No. Obviously, so far, I haven't had a Red Bull Academy driver in my team. I do, in my predictions, I do have 2 as my top 2 are both Red Bull. P2, I have Liam Lawson, and he shares a front row with his first pole in Formula 2, a Yumo Iwasa.
Wow.
We've seen Iwasa is very, very strong in qualifying, and I think he's just going to get it together this lap. Obviously, he would have taken pole in Baku if he hadn't put it in a wall, but he's very, very good in quali, and I'm expecting just that perfect lap for Iwasa. Yeah, so Iwasa on pole, Lawson P2.
Interesting. No place for the Prema and Red Bull duo in your top 5.
Prema will... That's not going to be the end of Prema's weekend.
Okay, interesting foreshadowing. I do have a Prema, the other Prema, in my top 2. It's Drugovich. He's P2 though, and Liam Lawson is going to take pole. He needs it desperately for his season because it's going to shit at the moment. So yeah, I think he'll take those points, especially when I don't think Pourchaire or Drugovich will be in the top 10. So neither of them will score points either. So Lawson gains 10 on them. It's a desperate 10 at this point, but 2 points from there. But I don't think they're going to be in. Well, yeah, I think they'll be 11 and 12.
Okay.
So obviously in F2, the sprint race only reverses the sprint grid only reverses the top 10. So yeah, we'll see where everyone ends up.
P5, I have Logan Sargeant. He's going to qualify P3, reverse the grid. He ends up P8, but a decently quick drive from him, again showing very, very good pace. Gets himself back into the top 5.
Interesting. In my P5 in the sprint, I have Yuri Vips. Of course, is now continuing with high tech. I think obviously he was a Red Bull Academy driver. He's gonna be what is the word? Acclimatized with this circuit. As much as I don't like the guy, I think he will take a good result here.
Okay, P4, I have Jack Doohan. He won his first sprint race, his first Formula 2 race in Silverstone, and I think I'm expecting another decent sprint result for him. His best result of the weekend, so not a great weekend for Doohan, but I think he'll take P4.
Yeah, he certainly will, and I certainly will. My P4 is the feature race winner last time out. Interesting that. And it is Logan Sargeant. I think, he demonstrated last time out he's got some decent pace. I think the Red Bull guys will top him to that top 5, and I think pip him to the top 5, and I think it'll be around 6th, 7th. Reverse the grid, he's right up there with a chance. Who've you got in your podium then on the sprint race podium?
3, I have Théo Pourchaire, the man who is probably most likely to chase down our runaway championship leader. And he's going to gain some good points on him in this sprint, as I don't see Drugovich being inside the top 8 to get points in the sprint. So decent result for Pourchaire, another podium to add to his tally, and what is going to set up a great weekend for him.
Yeah, I again do not have Drugovich or Pourchaire in the top 8. That was quite an interesting top 3, I think. I'm just going to run right through them all. P3, Mercedes Academy driver Frederick Vesti had a very tame British Grand Prix. I didn't see him all weekend. Other than, obviously, he was flying high in about P4. But even then, I mean, we ended up P5, I believe, in the feature race in the end. But even then, I didn't really see him. We didn't even see televised the overtake from Drugovich, I don't think. So
They're watching do it.
Exactly, yeah. So we didn't see that, but yeah. A decent weekend from Frederick Vesti.
And then I said in quali that I think Prema are not going to be in the top 5, but they're still going to have a good weekend. I've got a Red Bull and Prema 1-2 in the sprint, similar to what we saw in Monaco, but rather than Hauser winning, it's the other way around. It's Drugovich winning the F2 sprint with Hauser in P2. And it's a very, very happy Prema team and more dominant.
I was going to say, I'm sure they're going to be buzzing. I'm sure Helmut Marko is going to be bloody clapping on the sidelines. On to my top 2 then. I've got another rookie winner. Maiden victory for Clement Novalak in the MP. He's going to pip last week's sprint race winner, Jack Doohan, to that win. Doohan P2, Novalak P1 as Doohan starts his championship charge. Gets it back on track.
Yes.
Chasing after Felipe Drugovich.
Right.
Into the race then. The top 5. I think we're going to see quite the chaotic Austrian GP.
Yes, I kind of do as well, and that's why in P5...
Interesting.
I've got Marcus Armstrong.
Yes, the Southampton striker. He's quite football and he's whipping
Marcus Armstrong, obviously one of 2 Kiwis on the grid.
Obviously.
Not had a great season, obviously not part of the academy, not the quickest of drivers, but he did win the sprint in Imola, and we've seen some decent pace from him at times. So I decently P5 for him.
Yep, fair enough. My P5 is not Pietro, Enzo. It is Enzo, isn't it?
Yeah.
Enzo Fittipaldi.
Pietro.
Isn't he the younger one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the child. Enzo Fittipaldi. He started showing some really good pace this year, and I think he will continue that here. That wasn't supposed to rhyme, but it did, so we're going with it.
Well, P4, I've had the man you've mentioned, Enzo Fittipaldi. He's popped that with some good random results across the year.
Yeah, he has just appeared.
I think he's going to appear here on the top 5 in Austria.
In the year 2022. Yeah. Right. My P4 is Iwimo Iwasa. He doesn't rhyme with a load of ears, but he is going to take P4. In the race. I mean, I put him P5 in quality. He's going to get P4 in the race.
P3, I've got my pole sitter and the man you mentioned there, Ayumu Iwasa.
Right.
So I don't want to talk. Yeah, exactly what you just said. He's very quick and I'm expecting another good result from him.
But he's going to slip through the grid. In yours, he's going up the grid. In mine, why do you think he's going to slip through?
Because I think the 2 drivers ahead of him are going to be better. I think
they're going to be. Oh, that's interesting.
Him are going to be quicker.
Okay, nice. My P3 is Dennis Hauser. Again, Prema are strong. He's going to be strong here.
Yeah.
I think Deruvla will make a mistake. Deruvla's been quite error prone this season, so I think that'll leave Hauser and one other driver to sneak through. But it is going to be Liam Lawson from pole taking the victory in my predictions, and I've got Jackie Doohan sat P2 because I think Deruvla's going to make the mistake. Hauser's going to get worried and slam on the brakes, and Doohan's going to go zooming up the inside.
Yeah,
because he's so good.
Well, you have Lawson winning your feature race. I also have Liam Lawson.
Biased, mate. Biased. That's a disgrace, that is.
I think Iwasa is going to get a bad start. He's going to drop behind Lawson, Sargeant, and Pourchaire. And then Sargeant, Drugovich will drop off a little bit. So it'll be Lawson in P1, Pourchaire P2, Iwasa P3 as my feature race podium.
So both predicting very tough weekends for Felipe Drugovich. But you think Pourchaire's going to do well. I think he's also going to struggle.
I still think he'll score points in both races like he did in Britain.
Right. Interesting. Yeah. I think he's going to be out the points. I think him and Pourchaire are going to be out of the points.
I think Pourchaire's got a very nice weekend.
I think Pourchaire's got to wait till next weekend. Next Grand Prix.
France.
In
race,
Le Français.
Like it.
It's the first time the F2 have been to France, I think. I don't. Did they go there last year?
No, first year.
I was going to say, if so, I can't remember. Yeah. Now they're sending them all there.
Yeah.
I mean, usually the racing isn't great there, but last year, very good race. I think we could see more of the same. Quite a wide and expansive track of France, but that's it for in 2 weeks' time. But the preview today is for the Austrian Grand Prix. Make sure to check out on Monday our review of this, and of course, if you love Formula 1, which, I mean, it'd be strange if you exclusively watch Formula 2. But Formula 1 will be just following this quite shortly. So, I mean, if you're watching as soon as it goes out, you're going to have to wait a little while. But if you're watching a little bit after, then you probably don't have long to wait. It might even be out already. So go check out the Formula 1 preview as well as this and F3 that went out this morning if you're a massive fan of all the feeder series. That is all, though. Make sure to get involved in the comments below. Give us your thoughts. Give us your poll, your race winner, and your championship leader going out this weekend. If it's anyone other than Felipe Drugovich, you're wrong, because he physically can't be caught. At the moment, at least, Pourchaire, even if he took the max points...
2 points?
38, sorry. And then Drugovich got nothing. That would leave him shy of about 8 points, I think. He's on 108 now, isn't he?
Well, yeah, so Pourchaire can get 27 in the feature.
106, sorry, yeah.
Pourchaire can get 27 in the feature.
He's 42 off.
29. Pourchaire can get 39.
That would still leave him 3 points off Drugovich. So Drugovich will lead going out this weekend, regardless of what you put. Yes, unless he decides to punt Roy Nassani off, in which case he will be...
strange he's randomly decided to punt Roy Nassani.
He might, you never know. You might just get the urge. But,
yeah. So will.
Right, that is all for this week's preview. Hope you enjoyed the Austrian Grand Prix. Hopefully it's a very good Grand Prix. If not, the preview is going to be really dull. Yeah. That is all though. Thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.